composed of different colors. The first photo ever taken was by the pinhole camera and took 8 hours of exposure.
Eastman invented the Kodak roll film camera in 1840.
Color photography was taken using 3 black and white photos, which were filtered by red, green, and blue, and turned into slides to be projected. This was called the color separation method.
Eastman also came up with photography with film. First using paper and then celluloid, the Kodak featured fixed focus and single shutter speed, each roll taking 100 pictures before being replaced. It is the only self-printing camera and can also come in color.
This is an example of what a Polaroid's picture would look like. Cameras like this are one of the best user-friendly cameras there is out there today. This camera comes with pictures, video, and time-lapse.
It's defined my life. Without the camera, I wouldn't be speaking to you right now. I wouldn't be teaching photography. I wouldn't be spending my weekends in the dark room or prowling around the hills of Marin with a camera over my shoulder. The camera helps me to see and organize the world and say things about the world. It helps me to give meaning to what I'm doing. Without the camera, I'm pretty sure I would be extremely depressed.
What impact do you think camera has on the world? The camera has on the world.
It utterly changed the world. It gave the world the access to imagery. By 1850, poor people, rich people, middle-class people had regular portraits of themselves, were able to collect and enjoy what aristocrats had enjoyed in the West for centuries. This is a major change. It democratized information. It did nothing less than shift the consciousness of the entire West. Imagery gives everyone access to new ways of thinking, seeing, and being. It's as big a hinge in the history of Western thought as Gutenberg's printing press.
If images were never able to be captured through photography, would innovation have slowed down?
Do you understand that?
That's entirely speculative. An answer to that question paints me as I would have to be a philosopher or a futurist, a retro-histero-futurist, right? Yeah. I can't possibly know that. We are speaking in 2014 at the top of a pyramid that includes photographic innovation. So to speculate what 1840 would have looked like without photography is almost too large of a topic to take on in a fast interview on a cracked cell phone. So, next question.
Okay. Do you think the evolving camera has had a positive or negative effect on the society?
I think it's had both. I'll paint a negative effect. The image glut that we all experience has kept images from being special. I think for most people, they see a photograph and there's nothing extraordinary about it. You have to stop and remember that a photograph, in an instant, right in front of you, captures the world in 2 dimensions. It's extraordinarily beautiful. To be able to see the details of a house, the way that it actually looks, is unbelievable, historically improbable, and that most of my students yawn in the face of a photograph suggests that we've all grown up with them and seen way too many of them. I guess something else is going to have to come along to capture our attention, because photography doesn't seem to do it anymore. Seeing a picture of yourself is just de rigueur, and so what, move on, what's next? I think that's really sad. I remember as a child looking at photographs and literally living inside them. They were so wonderful. If I saw a picture of a street in an encyclopedia, I could walk around in the street. with my imagination. It was that real. I'm glad I had that experience, and I hope that everyone else could have it, but I don't see that happening. I think that's one sad fact of image glut.